second to none is a divine concept. However, you also can have it. When a human becomes God, he can do miracles. How do you become the divine? In order to have a second to none consciousness. The God who owns the characteristics of second to none is Lord Ganesha.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to our live stream, our community chanting calls to Ganesha. My name is Sutrita. For those of you who don't know me, wishing you all a very warm welcome. We apologize for the technical mix-up, and that's okay. Ganesha does that to keep us alert in our lives and also in our daily practices. So we are here, and hopefully we can invite our friends maybe on social media or posting it to the previous YouTube live stream that had gotten started and had to be stopped. So please go ahead and invite everyone to join this link, this call, and we will get started with a preparation meditation. So it's Monday, September 6th, 2021, and we are well on our way to discovering who Ganesha is. So Gana Isha. Isha is the Lord. and Gana are these divine beings, these angelic beings who know what to do, especially when we're having challenges, when we feel like, oh my gosh, what else could go wrong in my life? Then Ganesha will keep us alert. He's super intelligent, and he will put us in the right place at the right time, thinking, saying, and doing the right thing. So it's fabulous that he has allowed us or provided this opportunity for us tonight to explore how we can either give up or we can find a way out, calling on Ganesha. So thanks to everyone on the team for supporting us and getting us set up here. And I apologize to everyone. I won't be on camera, but that's okay. You don't need to see me. All you need to do is connect with Dr. Pillai, with Ganesha. This beautiful image of Ganesha here is a neem Ganesha. So it's Neem. And neem is a healing Ganesha. So it's from a tree. It's carved out of a tree. And this Ganesha in particular has 3 heads. And so we can see all the ways, all the different ways out. There are always different ways to come out of our challenges, to find a way out. So Ganesha gives us the energy, the intelligence, the light, and then he will point us in the right direction. So maybe tonight we needed to experience the blessings coming from this energized Ganesha. We also have a Ganesha here who he gives super siddhi powers. So what are siddhi powers? They're miracles. So up close and personal, we can see, we can get connected to this Ganesha. So these have been energized at Pillai Center, Ashraved, Homa Center in India. And then we also have this yantra, which is a landing pad for Ganesha, along with these images as well. We also have an elephant, a silver elephant. And of course, we have Dr. Pillai. He has energized all these images here, all these sacred objects personally. So you will experience his energy coming through, his empowerment, getting into you as we go deep into the meditation today. For those of you who are new, we've been chanting along with the audio version of Dr. Pillai, his voice taking us deeper into Ganesha consciousness. So the Lord of the Ganas, the Lord of these angelic beings who help us to find ways out. And so this night will be a particular time period for us to honor the ancestors, because it's a new moon here. And we have, every month we have a new moon, and the new moon is an opportunity for us to get their blessings, because it doesn't matter how much we chant a mantra or do a meditation practice or participate in charitable acts, or if we participate in services that are offered to the different deities or gods or archetypal beings, we need to get the blessings of the ancestors. Those who are no longer here are our ancestors. Those who are have died and passed away, they're no more in the physical realm. And our ancestors are not only the ones who are associated with our genes, so from our gene pool, our parents, if they're passed away, or grandparents, great-grandparents, and so on. It can be spiritual ancestors. So we may have the blessings coming from gurus of the past, or who are in the spiritual realm, and we are connecting with them, and then they're saying, all right, you get to go to the next level of your evolution. And when that happens, you have more light, more intelligence, more miracle consciousness. So every time you do a mantra, every time you meditate, you will get the blessings of these divine beings. But how you will know that you are getting that blessing to move on or to benefit from all your spiritual practices is that when you honor the ancestors, especially during a new moon every month, then you will see or experience the miracles of your practices. So we have that fabulous return on our investments. New moon means no mind. So the moon represents the mind, and then the moon, the new moon, you can't see it in the sky, in the night sky. So it means that you have a fresh, clean slate. So you're invited now to think of something that you want to pray for, or you want to get the blessings. Maybe you want to pray for your ancestors to be at peace and to go into heavenly realms where they can experience joy and bliss and divinity and then bless you. So we don't want to blink and miss these opportunities to be in the right place at the right time, thinking, saying, and doing the right thing. And so you're here. And it may be your ancestors saying, awesome, come and pray for me, offer this practice to the ancestors, and then ask for the blessings in your life and ask them to bring Ganesha consciousness. So they're already in this divine realm. They're no more in the physical realm. So they get access to these divine beings if they come out of their harms and hurdles or stuck places that they feel that they cannot move into those higher godlike or heavenly realms. So a lot of healing energy tonight. Last night, there were some people who had troubled minds, or they were experiencing thoughts, really negative thoughts, even suicidal thoughts. And that could be the ancestors pinging you. And it's not your thoughts, it can be their thoughts. So you know, okay, I can pray to them and ask them to be at peace with this offering. So we always want to do something with tremendous awareness, tremendous attention, and then gratitude. Thank yourself for showing up and getting the blessings of Dr. Pillai to receive a healing energy this evening. So healing your body, your mind, your soul, your finances, your relationships, healing all aspects of your life, including healing the whole world. So without further ado, let's get settled in. And then you can have written your prayer on the chat. You're certainly welcome to say hello and where you're from, but also to set your intention, whether you say it out loud or you say it internally or you write it on a piece of paper or on you type it on your phone or your computer or here on the chat. You're welcome to do that. And it allows you to let go of that thing that has been disturbing you. And then once you put it into this beautiful space that everyone is going to co-create, then you let go and let God. So in this case, Ganesha is going to help you to find a way out. Not through your thinking mind. It's just going to happen by you participating fully. So thanks so much again for joining, and we'll get settled in. A setup of this practice tonight is going to be that you're imagining with your eyes closed, you're going inside, you're going to shut out the world just for a little while. You're going to allow Dr. Pillai to surround you with spiritual energy, darshan in Sanskrit. So it's a spiritual light in the dark night sky, coming and beaming like trillions of stars, twinkling and sparkling in your inner world, showing you that you are connected to the cosmos. You are connected to all divine beings. You are connected to your ancestors, and you can dial them up pretty quick with the sacred sounds, with light, with the intelligence of your soul connecting, divine Wi-Fi connection. So imagine the light that is emanating from Dr. Pillai. Maybe you have an image in mind, a form you're familiar with, or a vast light. Embrace the light, soak it up in your eyes, receive 2 beams of light in your eyes. Your eyes are filled with light. 2 beams of light enter your ears. The beams of light pierce the eardrums, and then the light shoots in to fill the entire head from the inside. The brain lights up, Even the face lights up. You might even feel some tingling or heat. You might feel a burning sensation as if you're seeing or experiencing your karmas that are no longer serving you being burned, purified with this light. 2 beams of light enter the nostrils, shooting up either nostril. A beam of light enters the mouth, pierces the tongue, tip of the tongue, middle of the tongue, back of the tongue, even in the throat, it lights up. Now take a moment to experience the light inside the mouth. It's almost as if it's expanding and your cheeks are puffing out because this light is swirling around inside your mouth, lighting up your tongue, lighting up everything in your mouth. Cleansing anything that you've said about yourself or about others, or anything that anyone else has said and you took it in as your truth. You can allow the light to wash it all away. And a beam of light enters your forehead, piercing the spot between your 2 eyebrows, just above the bridge of your nose. Take a moment to feel it, activating the pituitary gland. And the light beam goes deeper into the middle of the brain, activating the pineal gland. In the subtle body, the 3rd eye starts to tingle. Maybe you feel pressure. Maybe it flies open like a door or a portal that opens up to your higher self. And then finally, a beam of light enters the top of your skull from above you, maybe from far, far galaxies above. Zing! Instantaneously, it hits the top of your skull and gets into your brain. Your whole brain lights up. The neurons are firing. This light is swirling. You're feeling the heat. Your body lights up. You get excited because this is a healing light. And allow it to move all the way down your body, cleansing your organs, cleansing any joints that are painful or any body parts that you're holding on to that have been painful for you. And they need healing tonight. And as you cleanse the body from head to toe, because you share the DNA of your ancestors, that is being cleansed as well with the light. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Make a prayer to Dr. Pillai. Ask him through his voice, through his guidance during this practice tonight, to give you healing in all aspects of your life. Enjoy the practice, and we'll see you in a bit.
second to none is a divine concept. However, you also can have it. When a human becomes God, he can do miracles. How do you become the divine in order to have second to none consciousness? The God who owns the characteristics of second to none is Lord Ganesha. Lord Ganesha is God with great antiquity and worshipped in different galaxies. You put him in your consciousness all the time, then you will have his consciousness. Om Mula Ganapate Namaha. Mula means the original Ganapati. Om Mula Ganapate Namaha. 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 This will get rid of your karma on the one hand, and then acquire his consciousness, which is second to none. Start with half hour a day. Just engage in Ganesha with the mantra Om Dham, Om Dham. Then you get rid of your karma and then acquire his consciousness, which is second to none. Om Dham, 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 Om Dham. 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 Om Om Dham. 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 Close your eyes and then listen to this sound Om. Now join me and then focus attention on the sound and it will dispel all the thoughts. If any thoughts come, send Om into those thoughts. The beauty is, it's a secret, and not many people are blessed by Ganesha to know that Om sound will disallow the thoughts. When they come near Om, they will be stopped by Ganesha's sound. Om is Ganesha's sound. So they cannot bombard your mind or the brain. This you can use when you are completely empowered by some stupid thoughts or emotional thoughts. Just sit down and then chant Om, and then the thoughts will stay only in the periphery and will never able to get in.
Focus attention on the sound and it will dispel all the thoughts. Now, put your attention on the guts, gut feeling. Breathe in with the nostrils and then go to the navel chakra, the gut, and stay there and don't worry about the breathing. Breathe in and hold that breath there in the navel chakra because that is where Ganesha lives. Just keep focusing attention. One more time, breathe in and hold that breath there with the navel chakra. Just keep focusing attention. Keep focusing attention. Think of what you want to do. What do you want to do or what do you want to get? What do you want to accomplish? And pray to Ganesha. Ganesha, give me this consciousness to socialize with the right people. Give me the highest self-esteem so that I can
identify myself with you as second to none. Ganesha, give me the ability to manifest instantaneously. Give me this consciousness. Ganesha, Ganesha, give me this consciousness. This has to be real, 100% real. Keep doing that. Never ever forget it. God bless.
Take a moment to observe, to feel, to experience the empowerment coming from your participation today in this very powerful energy vortex during the new moon, coming into the first waxing moon here in Toronto, Canada. X marks the spot for the Shaktipat, which is an energy, an intelligence, a power that will empower your body, your mind, your soul. And it will feel very harsh or hard to some people as the light enters. So Shaktipat is spiritual transmission coming from Guru, coming from you connecting to the source that will dispel all the darkness. So someone is asking, why does it feel so hard? The energy so hard? It's because it has to wipe out the dark, negative, congested energy inside of you that keeps bombarding your mind, creating obstacles. So if you experience that anytime throughout the session tonight or in other sessions or even in your everyday practice, just know that the divine is overpowering those negative, congested energies that are blocking your progress, and then express gratitude. So slowly, slowly come back to yourselves. Take your time. Feel that what it feels like to be free of some thoughts, some energy that you felt, geez, what is that? Why is it there? So all those who, what, where, when, why questions that create doubt inside of us are being challenged by the divine. So we don't have to do too much except to relax, be receptive, open ourselves up to that spiritual transmission coming from Dr. Pillai, coming from Ganesha. As we're coming to a close of this 30 days or so together, On the 9th of September, we're going to be getting initiated into 4 very powerful Ganeshas by Dr. Pillai. If you're going to join that session where Dr. Pillai is going to introduce us to, or initiate us into the Ganeshas on his birthday, 4 unique Ganesha forms. The second to none Ganesha, where you are going to experience high self-esteem hereafter the initiation, or thereafter the initiation. Even now, this energy has been building and building and building, and maybe some people feel it's like, whoa, I'm going to explode. And that's probably why we haven't done this kind of thing 30 days in a row, or how many of our days it's been. I think it's close to 30. So overcoming mediocrity and mob mentality. Oh my gosh, what is robbing our energy, our thoughts, is the mob mentality. Especially during these uncertain times during COVID, we don't know what is actually going to happen as we come out of this or come through it. So overcoming that, rising above it, and being preeminent in all areas of life, regardless of what else is going on with the rest of the world or people around us, at least in our own little world. The next Ganesha is instantaneous manifestation Ganesha. You'll be able to compress time. And why do you want to compress it? As Dr. Pillai says, Ganesha will do in one day what you cannot do in 365 days. All the planning, all the blood, sweat, and tears, he will do it instantaneously. And we've all experienced that. Oh my goodness, that would never have happened to me in a million years. I thought it would take 5 or 10 years to pay off a mortgage, or I thought it would take 20 years to get to that level of business where I'm earning tremendous profits, or that I had a healing, an instantaneous healing, or my relationships all of a sudden became harmonious. Never before did I think that. And that's what Ganesha will do. To manifest things faster, compressing time is the instantaneous manifestation Ganesha. So you're in the right place, right time, your intuition, your gut is on fire, and you know what to do. So you can overcome delays and quickly achieve your goals. The third Ganesha is the golden Ganesha, Heramba Ganapati. The golden Ganesha is ruling the world during Satya Yuga, the golden age. It's coming. We're on the precipice. We're just about to jump in to the golden age. And so you can manifest that golden age reality, attract extraordinary prosperity. And what can that mean? Does it mean like a truckload of gold is going to show up at your doorstep? Perhaps, although perhaps it will be just when you need the money to buy the house, to get the car, to purchase whatever it is that you need to bring you comforts and joy, or maybe to help someone else out. The money will be there. Extraordinary. Prosperity is what this golden Heramba Ganapati will do. And then you can experience the divine mind. What is the divine mind? Your whole head lights up. Your brain feels like it's golden, glittering golden light, like the sun. And you have divine consciousness. That's miracle consciousness. So no thoughts will bombard you, will just like get zapped. The new genius Ganesha is the next Ganesha that Dr. Pillai will initiate everyone into, and that's to understand the secret connection between numbers and money, enhance the number intelligence and intuition, develop genius intelligence around money. So the thing that separates the very wealthy from the everyday person in life is that they find creative ways to finance all their endeavors. So it's not so much that they have more money than someone else. It's just that they're connected. The network they hang out with, the accountants that they have, the people who come and say, hey, here's a creative way to work your finances in your favor so you have profit consciousness. So how do we get to know those kinds of people? Well, this Ganesha will do that, will connect you. And it will be a very creative way. That's what genius is. It's this creative way of just knowing about the numbers and about how to create a better financial reality for yourself. So Dr. Pillai is going to do special teachings for all of these Ganeshas. And that's going to be starting on September 9th, where Dr. Pillai is going to initiate everyone in a fire lab, which is a havan or homa in the Indian tradition. And the fire is where the god comes in. So when you're sitting in front of it, especially in virtual reality, it's almost, for me anyways, I've been to so many homas, havans, fire labs over the years, over the 25 years I've been with Dr. Pillai. And wherever it is in the world, regardless, I've experienced the energy transmission coming from the divine getting into the fire. Because that's what they are. They're light, they're fire, they're like millions of suns. That's fire. So fire is from the divine, it's from the heavens, and it says, hey, if you know what to do, how to invoke, what to offer to these divine beings, they will come immediately. So whether there's 500 people sitting in front of me in a big temple and a fire is going on, I can feel it. But I love it when it's virtual reality, because it's like Dr. Pillai is doing the fire lab and the camera is focusing on him and just the fire, and me in my living room on the other end. It is quite an incredible experience. And if you snap a picture, a photo, just when your intuition is saying, hey, take a picture, then you can see maybe Ganesha, his elephant trunk or his head or his feet or his body or his whole being will show up in the flames. So that's a sign that you know you've connected with Ganesha. So that's going to be happening with the second to none Ganesha and the instantaneous manifestation Ganesha initiation on September 9th. And then 10 days later, as part of the premier package, the golden Ganesha initiation is going to be happening, and also the genius Ganesha initiation. So sometimes when these divine beings come in, we feel so overwhelmed, as if we plugged into a big power source. And it can be like, whoa, what just happened? And so Dr. Pillai has been guided by Ganesha. Okay, just bring in a couple at a time, so that the people who will be initiated will have time to absorb the first couple of Ganeshas, and then 10 days later, the next two Ganeshas. So that's what's going to happen. And then already now for the premier people, there's a 4-day preparation sessions. There are calls every night by Pillai Center Teachers, Swamini Vali and myself, Padmaji and Bhairavi are going to be helping out. So I'll be on that call tomorrow, and I'd love to see you there as well. So that's what's happening. And then the advanced proxy power spot, birthday rituals. Rituals make you to feel enriched with this divine energy that will remove the stubborn karma at the level of your soul. How do you scrub up your soul? Well, you don't have to show up in your physical form. You can. Not during COVID, though. It's impossible to travel to India and get that experience right now. Even if you are in India, you can't get to these power spots. So Dr. Pillai has asked or commissioned all these Vedic specialists in different power spots to give that experience. So saying your name, saying your birth star, you're going to feel your soul being cleansed. And you're just going to be like, whoa, this is awesome. So that is what I wanted to share about this premier program. You can also jump into the fundamentals, which you will get the initiation at the fireside, at the Fire Lab, as well as the premier, what I've mentioned. You get to have a lifetime membership at this private website in Pillai Center Academy. So you will always be able to get access to the teachings, and then you can incorporate it into your daily practice. There's also a private Facebook group. All right, so that's what is there available for everyone, fundamentals program and all-inclusive and premier programs. Check it out. I'm sure that Radha has posted the links on the chat. Now, since I was asked pretty much just a few minutes before the start of this call to host this call due to some technical difficulties, then I can't see the chat. So what I've asked Radha to do is to post questions to our office, and then I'm going to answer. So that's what I'm going to do now. So someone is saying, why am I feeling like very hard when you mention light going into the body? I think I've answered that question, but I'll just reiterate that when we are, say, for example, experiencing the sun's energy. So we go out into the sun, and it can be very harsh. It can be very strong. If you're there at noontime, it's right above your head, and you feel this tremendous heat and tremendous light and energy coming into you. If you don't have, an umbrella or some sunglasses or even a cap or a hat to block a little bit of it, or clothes on you, you'll feel this burning sensation, this heavy, heavy energy. And that's what the divine is like inside of us. And then when it connects or plugs into the power source, here in this case Ganesha and Dr. Pillai, OMG, you are going to feel the Shakti. Shakti Pat means spiritual transmission, or darshan in Sanskrit. So Shakti is empowerment. It is energy. It is something that's beyond your regular understanding of who you are in relation to your breath, or the feeling that you feel as if, when the air is on your skin, like the wind, or you're pressed up against something. This is a tremendous energy that says, hey, wake up. You're just about to get your karma cleansed. And it's not going to be comfortable for some. For others, it can be, oh yeah, bring it on. Scrub me up. So that's about the light going into the body. Marius is asking, is it necessary for me to have a Varahi empowerment to recite the Varahi mantra? It's always a good idea. There are Varahi courses in Pillai Center Academy, so I would highly recommend you to do that, Marius, or anyone else. You can print a picture and invite her to come in, or you can just have the picture on your phone or your computer and then light a candle and ask her to come in. Dr. Pillai has done lots of free videos on Pillai Center YouTube, so you can check that out as well. But if you really want to connect with these divine beings, you get initiated by the master, Dr. Pillai, and then it's for sure you're connected, you're linked up. You got the divine Wi-Fi password, username and password. So yes, go ahead and do that. Katina is saying, I want to contribute to the mantra count. I have a personal count for the past 28 days. I would appreciate it if we could add it. Yes, please. And that will be added. Radha has posted from Nathaniel. Chanting this mantra while on a fast is whole different monster. Okay. Katina is saying, Haramba Ganapati is truly a beast, okay? That's energy, that's power. Look out. Rajshri is saying, my mother is not well, send healing prayers for her. Ganesha has really had her really enjoy her healthy life. Let her go to your abode with ease and get a lot of your blessings. God bless you, Rajshri. God bless your mother. And this is what we can do here as well. Since we're creating this big vortex of energy, everyone's focusing on Ganesha, especially a healing Ganesha as it is here with this neem Ganesha. It's a healing energy. It's carved out of neem wood, and the neem tree has tremendous divine healing energy. So it's not just an herb. It's empowered to do that. And I think this Ganesha, I got him maybe like 20 years ago, if not more. And Dr. Pillai had seen him many times when he visited here in Toronto. And he just, anytime he would touch it, it's just like he would go away, go back to wherever he came from. And then this Ganesha would be like jumping around. And every year he gets a neem oil bath on his birthday. So I'm looking forward to doing that. So healing energy is what you may have experienced. So you're welcome to post the experiences on the chat here as well to inspire others. What do we do with Ganesha consciousness? Well, this is what it is. You can heal your body, your mind, your soul, your finances, your relationships. And where does that happen? Internally first, in your thoughts. So you can't expect anything to heal outside of yourself if you don't heal it from within first and foremost. And that's second to none Ganesha. So bringing in a lot of healing energy. Marius is saying, I received Haramba Ganapati from Dr. Pillai last year, practicing every day. Don't see any improvements. Keep going, Marius. So what happens is when we get introduced to these Ganeshas or any divine being, they are having to clean up your whole life of all the mistakes up until this point, and not only this life, many lifetimes. So be very patient and persistent and persevere, because the Ganesha is going to do it. And that's what Dr. Pillai had shared, that you don't know when the divine is going to relieve you of your karma or to show you that things are shifting. What I would ask or provide guidance is to create a journal, because sometimes we think, oh, nothing happened. But when you have your journal and you're looking at it every day, and you're not just looking at, okay, the bottom line of the balance, the bank balance, or a relationship, you're looking deeper within yourself. Clean up. Ask the Ganesha to clean up your poverty consciousness. And what I mean by that is we're afraid of success more so than we are accepting of failure. Failure is a no-brainer. We see it all around. Not having enough, not being good enough, not having enough intelligence, enough training, enough degrees, enough diplomas, enough certificates or certifications. We're certified to the max. And that we still don't have enough. We don't feel that we are lovable. So how can Ganesha show you in your life unless you track it? And then with that journaling, you also say, thank you. I'm seeing now where I'm messed up inside of my thinking. And then when you call on Ganesha, okay, clean up this poverty consciousness, scarcity consciousness, not being good enough, not being handsome enough or pretty enough or beautiful enough, not having enough friends, not having enough harmony in the relationships, or not having a good job, or not having, it's always a not having. So see where that kind of conversation is going on inside of you about everything in your life. And when you journal it, you can't lie to yourself, because then you will start to see, oh, there's Ganesha. He's showing up and he's cleaning up all those different aspects of the life. So keep going. Miley is saying, when this program started, and if someone can get in now, how many things have already been done? The program, meaning the premium program, not too much has been done. 2 preparation classes have been done, but you can have access to the recordings of those classes, and then there's 2 more. And then Dr. Pillai, after the 4 preparation calls, which will end on the 8th and the 9th, is going to be when Dr. Pillai does the fire lab, the initiation. And that can be, you can participate as a fundamental level program member, or the premier program, or all inclusive. So that's what I can tell you, Miley, about that question. Beyonce saying, what about the people who can't afford to join the call? How can we still receive this grace through Ganesha? Okay, so you can even answer your own question. If you can't afford to do something, but you can, as you have been, keep meditating, keep chanting with Ganesha. And this program, even if the live initiation an event is over, you may, Ganesha may, even in the middle of it, might even get, the money might come. And then you can join the Pillai Center Academy course afterwards. It's evergreen. It will be evergreen. So you can still get the Ganesha teachings, although they won't be at that moment where Dr. Pillai is opening up the heavens and initiating everyone. So, so keep chanting the mantra. There are many times over the years where I wasn't able to go to India because we didn't have internet back then. We didn't even have video or audio. We barely had conference calls. I think we could get on one call, like calling Dr. Pillai and getting into maybe like a free conference.com type of deal situation. But it was, many times I wasn't able to afford it. And what I did was I said, okay, Dr. Pillai, I know that the divine is going to protect me, going to give me the empowerment. The divine always knows what you can or cannot do. So you'll just be expressing gratitude because you've been blessed with this teaching that we have here in YouTube, Pillai Center Practice YouTube. And all the Pillai Center YouTubes that Dr. Pillai has done, even if you just watch 10 minutes of a video of Dr. Pillai talking about Ganesha, there are probably hundreds. And if you did that on his birthday and just spent, several hours or as much time as you want or are able to, and just one after the other, you immerse yourself in Ganesha consciousness, and then you become Ganesha. So hopefully that answers your question. Is the initiation included in fundamentals? There's if you check out the link, and also Radha has posted the response as well. Beyonce's, okay, so Beyonce, I hope that question is answered. Faraz is saying, I just received my first payout of the year during today's chanting. The amount may be small, but a process is born. The money will flow. It's a Ganesha miracle. So there you go. Faraz, thank you so much for inspiring everyone. It's a beautiful segue from what I had shared about you just never know when the money is going to come. And then that becomes your acknowledgement or your affirmation or your confirmation. Oh my God, I have been chanting to Ganesha. I've been praying to Ganesha for all this time. And now there is the light is opening up. The one door is opening up and more doors will open. But if you say, well, nothing is happening, this isn't good enough, then that's what your consciousness will be. So Just like in your life, if you go and someone does something nice for you, and then you say, well, is that all you're going to do for me? Geez, you could do so much more. Well, do you think that person will go ahead and help you? No. They will say, okay, good luck with that. So please know that these divine beings are inside of us. And the master, Dr. Pillai, will come and he will awaken that consciousness and he will clean up the karma that is blocking your ability to connect with, have a clear connection. And it can happen in an instant. Everything can change. Just like when you win the lotto or anyone wins the lotto, it's instantaneously your life changes. You get the ticket, boom, your whole life has changed. The announcement, boom, it's changed. So you have to be ready for the change. So keep praying to Ganesha. Keep doing this practice. You can get it on SoundCloud. I think Radha has posted it. The link to SoundCloud that you can download the audio, stick it into your phone or your tablet or your iPad or your computer and just have it playing all the time, 24/7, even if it's on like a whisper and only you can hear it and it's in another room. Or you play it while you're standing in a lineup, or you play it when you're driving or you're in the public transport, or you're walking, you're going in nature and you will start to see Ganesha in the clouds. Maybe you'll see him in the trees or the plants or the flowers or something will be just flashing and you'll think, oh my goodness, that's Ganesha. Or someone might have a t-shirt of Ganesha, they walk by you and you're listening to Ganesha. How we know that we are connecting to Ganesha in a way in which our karma will allow us. It will show up. If you're there and you're doing your best and you have a positive attitude, an attitude of gratitude, you journal what is going on inside of you, why you are not able to manifest, then Ganesha will say, you're making an effort. But if you're just saying, oh, well, nothing's happening, then he will make an effort too. Nothing will happen. So hopefully that has helped to clear up the questions. Thank you so much, Radha. Thank you so much, Arjun. Thank you, Donna Devi, for alerting me to come and get ready for everyone. And thanks to the divine for allowing all of us to come together and to remove some stubborn karma. So you might think, oh, I'm just going to go and check this thing out. But you participated in something that's beyond your individual entertainment or your participation. When Dr. Pillai asks us to do something, we are challenging the karma of the world. And so if we can participate in a little way, wow, that's kind of cool to uplift humanity. So keep coming. If you missed any calls, you're welcome to go back and listen to or watch the videos. If you'd like, you can fast forward it right to the chanting so you get that energy of the day, because every day carries a certain quality of energy. And as we have experienced in these past couple of days that people were having these strange thoughts. So the ancestors, then we know, oh yes, the ancestors are very active during the new moon time and in and around the new moon. So whoever had experienced those challenges, maybe suicidal thoughts, make sure, again, we said it last night, make sure that you go to your doctor or a trusted friend or a relative or someone who you can get counseling from or get some therapy if you need. Go to the crisis hotline and just have someone hear you out. And that will be karma light, perhaps. You will come out of that. But then just see what happens in the coming days, because it may be the ancestors who have committed suicide they are pinging us, and they will come through at this time, especially right before Mahalaya, which is a time period that's coming up. It's 15 days of honoring the ancestors. So we'll probably have something going on through Pillai Center, so stay tuned to that. But just to let you know, it's an energy vortex where the heavens open up and the ancestors come flooding into the earth plane. So some might be coming a little earlier to let us know, hey, we need you to pray for us, and so we can bless you. So hopefully you're feeling better. I think it was Nicole. Thank you so much for coming tonight and challenging your karma. And thanks to everyone for supporting Nicole and supporting one another. Where else can we speak about these kinds of experiences that we're having and be okay and feel like, okay, I'm going to be fine. So Ganesha, final word. Ganesha is going to help you to find a way out, but you've got to actually take the action steps. So someone is saying, Shashmita is saying, Sutrita, when I'm saying I'm second to none, it feels very nervous. I feel I'll be whacked down for being arrogant. How do I help myself? Well, here's the thing. You're not being arrogant if you are calling on Ganesha. Ganesha, again, all these divine beings are inside of us. So this energy, this intelligence is saying, I am that which is going to give you that second to none consciousness. The arrogance can be something that you are programmed. And it might not be the case. So you just you say, okay, Ganesha, I'm calling on you. So you're the one who is creating this nervousness inside of me because perhaps in another lifetime, Sushmita, or maybe in this lifetime, you have been arrogant and you don't like it. Or maybe you know other people who are arrogant and you don't like it. So that's Ganesha throwing the light, shedding the light on that thing that makes you to feel a little nervous about. And what I would guide you to do or advise you to do is keep calling on Ganesha and say, oh, you're the second to none. I'll just hand it over to you. And then you will erase that arrogance from my consciousness and allow me to feel that high self-esteem and to feel that energy, that intelligence that is saying, you're second to none. You can have what you haven't been able to have because maybe you thought, well, if I have all the beautiful things, then I'm arrogant. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of insight, Shashmita. Omar is saying, I'm going to send an Excel sheet about Kubera square vortexes. I'm not really sure what that means, but please go ahead, Omar, and send an email. Ifat is saying, thanks so much to the entire Pillai Center team for these daily chants. I was saved by Ganesha from the floods in New Jersey. My car was totally submerged. Wow. So that's another reason we come together. And it's interesting that Ganesha his birthday is being celebrated, especially when we're having all these challenges with floods and fires and wars and all this man-made trauma going on and all these traumatic experiences with natural calamities that we have no control over, especially during COVID time, if that isn't enough already. So God bless everyone to be safe wherever they are. And Ganesha is the one who will find the shortcut, the way out. So you will be safe and you will be empowered. So expressing gratitude is the best attitude for whatever has happened. So as Healing Alternative says, is Ganesha limited by the planets? No. In fact, you pray to Ganesha. Astrologers, Vedic astrologers pray to Ganesha because he controls the planets. So the planets, again, are these intelligent beings inside of ourselves. Each body part represents a different planet, the planetary consciousness. So being, like we're human beings, we're on the earth and we're revolving around the sun. And then there's all the other planets are there in their own orbits. We don't jump over into Mars's orbit or Saturn's or Jupiter's, whatever. We stay in the orbit. So there, we are human beings on the Earth going around the sun. Then all these other planets are in their orbits going around the sun in this galaxy. Now, there are millions, if endless, limitless galaxies. They're finding out. NASA is finding out. The space people. Okay, so then we don't have to go beyond that. We are beings, human beings. We're being something at sometimes and then something else at other times. So just like that, we have beings, the energy, how we're communicating in our little galaxy with our revolutions around the sun, and all the planets are revolving around the sun. We are having some form of communication. So Ganesha is the one who is associated with sun days. So he is that high intelligence, super intelligence. And the sun is that which rules Sundays. Sunday is the day of the week, Sunday. So the sun is super intelligence, it's high self-esteem, it has the ability to be like a king. So Ganesha is not, definitely not limited by the planets. In fact, he will help the planets to be easy on you. Mm-hmm. So Swami Vali said, no, Ganesha is not limited by the planets. He's considered Lord of celestial bodies and a great patron of astrology. And that is coming from our master Vedic astrologer, Swami Vali Wells. And Radha has posted that message to me here as well. So thank you for that confirmation. All right, let's wrap it up with a prayer. Again, connect with Ganesha. You're welcome to share your experiences. And then if you have any concerns or questions about Ganesha's birthday, Ganesha Chaturthi means fourth moon. So you can send that to office@pillaicenter.com. And Radha may have already posted that email. So we'll wrap it up. Connect with the prayer of gratitude to each and every one, to yourself, who is second to none, first and foremost with Ganesha's blessings. Dr. Pillai guiding you to be here. So keep coming, because we're culminating this energy. We've been working on it, building it. And even if you've been coming or going, or you're here for the first time, you're going to get the blessings right when you think nothing is working. And then at the very end of our chanting challenge, something is going to explode. We're going to break through that barrier of consciousness, and collectively we'll experience fabulous blessings. So hang in there, come back. We'll see you in the next couple of days. And for those people who will be joining the premier program, the all-inclusive, then I'll see you tomorrow in that program. So God bless you all. Thank you so much, Pillai Center team, all the teachers, Radha, Arjun, for being here today for support. And everyone here, thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless.